What's up, everybody? It's Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and I am back. I have no idea what just happened. I just got completely kicked out of my own thing. I have no idea what happened. But we're back, and we're going to continue. We had some kind of technical difficulty. I don't know technically what the difficulty was, but I seem to have fixed it. I hope I fixed it. And we're going to get right back into it. So, here we go. We're going to continue to play some Doom here and hopefully not be kicked out of my own session. So what I've done so far was I got a couple of the secrets. I went into like a little area, like a little closed off area that was cordoned off there. And now I'm going to go and continue to find the rest of the little secrets here and there that I was looking for originally. And we'll see what happens. Like, I really have no explanation for what just happened. It was, like, completely insane. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, let's get back into this. Let's see what happens here. So, let's see. We were chugging along. And let me see. I was... Alright, yeah, I just found like a little area that had this little elite guard here. Got a couple of more weapons, ammunition, things like that. So let's see where else we can go. What other secrets we can find. In fact, let me see how many secrets I do have. I'm missing 2, it looks like. And so far, I've almost got whatever that thing is. Let's see if I could upgrade some of my stuff. Let's upgrade some things. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what toys we've got. Let's see, we've got that. Well, those are both locked, so I really can't do anything with that. But I could mess with this stuff here. Let me see. Yeah, I could also mess with my Praetor equipment as well. Alright, let's check this out. I can't buy any of this other gear, it looks like, right now. So... oh, let me see if I could get some stuff for my suit here. See, I don't have any Argent gear, so I can't use that yet. Let's see, equipment system, area scanning technology. Let's go with some environmental resistance, why not? Let's hook this up. Alright, so now I do believe that I'm done basically in this area, and I want to get out of here. Oh, those production capabilities are degraded, boy. Let's see, now we're going to escape from here. Whoa! We're going to head out there. Oh, look at this, lovely. Why am I missing that barrel? Every single shot. Didn't miss that one. There goes your hand. Whoa, whoa, whoa with the fireballs. What's up? Whoa! I think these guys are mad. Just a little bit. Get down from there. You're gonna hurt yourself. There we go. Take that guy out. Gas for the chainsaw, and I don't need it yet. Down you go. Hey, you get down from there. He's still up there. Look at this. Don't make me come up there. Told you don't make me come up here. I love it when it's like this, where it's like absolute chaos going on. That's always fun. Wow! What just happened? I'm superpowered mode. Oh, damn. Don't come near me. You guys are gonna die. Oh my god, that was brutal. I've never seen that before. I've never seen where I do one of the glory kills just like that. That was crazy. That dude's head came clean off. Well, not clean off. I kind of ripped it in half. I really hope when they do the movie that the movie is just like this, honestly. I really hope the movie is like completely freaky like this. And they really have to establish a storyline. The original movie was kind of trash, man. It kind of followed the whole basic point of the game to a point where you actually did see where they were on the Mars space station. There was a problem out there. They sent the Space Marines out there, and all hell breaks loose. And there's all kinds of like fighting and battle scenes and sequences, and I mean they were kind of lackluster. Not gonna lie, kind of lackluster. And the BFG made an appearance, which I thought was awesome, but I just don't like the way they had the cast. The cast was actually kind of crappy. It was a ridiculous little cast. Like, you had The Rock as the Sarge, and you knew he was going to be something. You had Carl Urban, sorry, as like, the actual main character, who the story revolved around. And, like I could even get with that. That was pretty cool. But then you have, you've got all these like other unnecessary people. You have an actual greenhorn kid named the Kid, and like he really contributed nothing. You had the token black guy who was just a wisecracking like funny guy. Like you kind of enjoyed his presence in the movie. It was pretty cool. You had, I don't even know what the other guy was. He was like a pedophile or something, some psycho. I mean, that was just crazy to have in that movie. And then you have, you had like the token Chinese guy or Asian guy who was there, just to battle and stuff like that. And, like all these guys, they fell apart once the movie started. Like they all had issues, they had problems. Obviously fighting demons is not, like I could see that it would be nerve-wracking, but like they really failed to impress me, honestly. The movie really failed to impress me. And then, like it just, like it was kind of predictable. Things that happened in the movie, you kind of saw coming. If you didn't see it coming, I don't know what to tell you, because I saw a lot of it coming. I was just like, okay, this is going to happen now, I guarantee it. Oh, look, wait. So, like I really don't like predictable movies. I don't like when there's predictability in a movie. I like it to be unpredictable. I mean, what ends up happening to The Rock, that was not predicted. I honestly thought that, I didn't even think that would happen to him. I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you want to go see it. But I just thought it was crazy. Now, the new movie is not even going to have a Doom guy. It's going to have a Doom girl. And I'm okay with that. I honestly am okay with them having a female lead as the Doom guy. I mean, it's a Space Marine. Doesn't matter what kind of Space Marine it is. It's a Space Marine. So, she actually looks really good in the role. She looks like a powerhouse. She's not, big and bulky like, some kind of crazy looking soldier thing or whatever. She actually looks, like a woman, but as a soldier, and she really does look good. She looks the part. She looks, I could see her as the Doom Slayer, Now, The other lead is also female, but it looks like it is the main character that's the bad person in this game. She looks like the blonde woman. How do I get in here? Um, which I thought was actually pretty cool. It's kind of cool that she's going to be battling a protagonist like that, or an antagonist like that. It's really kind of awesome, and she looks the part. She looks entirely the part of the main character or the main villain in this game. And like I honestly I have I'm betting that this is going to be a good movie. Honestly, I have a lot of faith in this movie, in this adaptation. I really do think they're going to hit it out the ballpark because it just really does look good. It looks really good, like phenomenally good. And like I'm hoping that the only thing that kind of bothers me, that worries me, is that it's not gonna go into the theaters. Like, I don't think they have enough faith in their own product, so it's not gonna be in theaters. It's gonna be actually either direct to DVD or like a streaming service like Netflix or something like that. That's how they're gonna handle it. They're not doing it where it's gonna be they're gonna actually have it, like in a theater. Which I mean, that kind of sucks, but at the same time, they I'm pretty sure they're still stinging from The Rock's performance, from like what happened there. Not that he was bad or anything like that, but yeah, I want these little Doom Guy dolls. That's what I want. I think they would be cool. But not that The Rock was like absolutely terrible in the movie, but like he actually, like it really was not a good movie. I don't think that a lot of the people who were in the movie were happy with the movie themselves. I'm pretty sure Carl Urban really doesn't like the fact that he was in that movie. I'm pretty sure he, would have preferred it be better before he had his name attached to it. This new movie, however, though, it does look good. It does look like it's going to follow this game and the events of this game, which I think will be kind of cool.
Facility scanner. Come to the Vega terminal, and I'll give you what you need.
See, I don't like this guy. Why are you blocking my access? I'll give you something to block. You bum. Look at this. It's so beautiful here. All kinds of messed up nastiness. Let me see. Did I get everything? No, I did not get everything yet. But there's something up there, it looks like. I want to make sure I get everything, every little secret. I don't think I can get out there. Alright, we'll get on here first. We'll take the elevator. We'll take it down. See what happens. See if we survive. Would be nice. Okay, so we're just back down here. It was no big deal. Good. Oh! Now it's a big deal. This game has come a long way since 1993. I mean, we know that like as time goes on that the game was going to evolve into something a lot more brutal. But still, that's just wild. Now, let me see. Okay, it looks like I'm supposed to go that way anyway. Wait. I don't exactly have all this stuff here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's like a little path all around that I haven't even touched. Oh, let's get to it. And before, you know, when I was broadcasting before, we were also talking about, you know, violence and video games and how, you know, certain actions seem to go hand in hand, or how, you know, some people really assume that, you know, video games are a cause for violence and a call to violence. And, you know, it's really not the case. Unfortunately, I just heard, you know, I didn't pay attention to the news, and I just heard that there was a shooting in Florida, and you know, my heart and my prayers go out to the families of you know, those victims out there. It was a Madden tournament, so you know, it was a football game basically. They're playing Madden, and one of the people got eliminated. And rather than, you know, just taking his lumps like a man and dealing with that, he decided to go back in and open fire on several people that were in there who were still playing. And why? This is a shout out to Halo or something, that thing there. You know, like he decided to go back in and, you know, open fire on the remaining players that were still in the tournament. Now, you know, like that is just absolute nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. Why would you do something like that? Why, you know, if you're losing, you're losing. You know, there can't always be, you can't win every single game. You are not going to win everything. And, you know, for somebody to rather than accept that and take that loss, rather than do that, he decided to be irrational, go back in and shoot the place up, harming several and killing like 3 or 4. I'm gonna see if I can find the article myself. You know, that's just ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. There is no need for anybody to get that worked up over a game where they're going to go and harm another person. If you have those kind of thoughts, if you have that kind of intent, you really should get checked out. And I'm not saying it, you know, like, you know, everybody who plays video games should get checked out. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you at any point feel that violence is the answer to any problem that you are having, then you really should go get checked out. You really should go get a mental eval. You know, I mean, you want to stay safe. Your family's going to want you to stay safe. And, you know, that this is not the answer to everything. You know, and this is somebody who plays, you know, Assassin's Creed and all kinds of other, you know, very, you know, violent games. You know, and the thing is that I've never once felt the need to take out my aggression or my anger on another human being, especially as far as, like, you know, gun violence is concerned, or any kind of violence. You know, you do get mad. You know, some people punch a wall, some people punch a pillow. You know, some people handle stress and anger in their own way, and that's fine. If you feel like you got to go punch a pillow, go punch a pillow. If you feel like, you know, you want to scream, go and scream. You know, but don't actually go and you know, just try to harm like another person in like a super violent way. Like, that's just ridiculous. And then that also, you know, that's not helping the gaming community either. Think about that. How many times have we been through it where, you know, you hear about some kind of violence in a game? Hey, what's going on, Errol? You hear about some kind of violence in a game, and out of nowhere, here come all these people with these red flags that are like, oh, you know, the game was the key. The guy played Grand Theft Auto. That's why he went on this killing spree. The guy, you know, he saw this. That's why he did it. Yeah, violence gets kind of crazy. It's silly, especially when you know, we're playing video games and right away they want to blame the video game. I don't know what happened to me before, Harold. I was playing and all of a sudden I just got booted. My system crapped the bed. Excuse me. But I did get a lot of cool things while I was waiting for the connection to return. So do you play Borderlands, Harold? And if you do, what do you think of a Borderlands movie? What do you need to go to the store for? What are you buying? Upgrades? Yeah, you should give it a shot. It's actually like a really cool game. I can't believe I missed that. That was crazy. The entire series is actually like really funny. It's got like a lot of crazy humor in it. Ah, you see, that's good though. At least you're honest, you know, like if you paid less than you should, you want to go and you want to do the right thing, and that's admirable. That's actually pretty cool. I like when people are honest and they go out and they do things like that. Never hurts to be honest. Uh-oh, what is all this noise? Sounds like something's going on here. I thought I was gonna die again. I was like, what the heck is going on here? I like in this game the whole mechanic of like jumping in multi-tier and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Metroid, of the 3D Metroids that they were making. I know I had a lot of fun with those. Metroid Prime. That's what it was. And for some reason, people peg this game as like a reboot, but I really do feel like it is not a reboot, like it is a direct sequel to the first series of games. Because this guy wakes up from like a sleep where he was trapped and his marine suit is already there. So somebody put it there, somebody trapped him in here, I guess, to come back and take out these demons. And a funny little side note that I was made aware of is that some people actually believe that Doom Guy and Link from The Legend of Zelda are the same guy. And the reason is not just the green clothes. One of the reasons is that they both come back every so often in order to, like save evil from a great demon. Or, yeah, destroy evil from a great demon. Save the world. Which is actually kind of a cool concept. Yeah, that's it. That's all they say. It's a different era. This is the future, like Link's been asleep like all this time. He keeps coming back though. And I thought that was actually like, kind of a cool idea, but I don't know how how really true that would be, you know? What's that? What do you really want? What would you really like to see? A single player version of Secret World. I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that. I don't see why that would be impossible. I think I would play something like that, honestly. Yeah, that's a problem we have. We have, you know, not enough, like, really good stories out here. And I would really like to see more. I feel like there's a lot of potential for, like, video games, but I feel like we keep using the same ideas over and over again. And we really, we need to break that cycle. Yeah, and that's a problem. As much as I like the graphics, as much as I like uh you know, like where we're going as far as like the industry and everything, I still feel like there's so much more that can be accomplished, but we keep cranking out the same type of games, or like, you know, the same games keep getting sequels made. And the sequels, you know, they, I mean, eventually they get boring. Yeah, you know, I could understand them wanting to play it safe, but at the same time, you know, you have to take a risk. You know, you can't just continue the path that you're going on and expect, you know, to strike gold every single time. People are going to get tired. Look what happened with Halo, in fact. People, you know, like Halo was such a great series, and then all of a sudden, you know, like the people just stopped. People were like aggravated with it. Halo 4 came out and it really didn't do well. Halo 5 is coming out. Nobody knows how that's going to do. Yeah, Odyssey did take a risk. I just learned today that that they would have what's his name, Leonidas, or they may have Leonidas in the game, because from the information that I found, I found data on his voice actor. So somebody recorded a voice of Leonidas, and you know, that'll be kind of amazing if you do get to play as Leonidas. That would be, you know, kind of awesome, honestly. But you know, still there is a lot of worry as far as Odyssey goes. Some people are worried, you know, with the, I mean, the main thing right now with everyone is the whole Animus thing, hopping into the Animus and going, you know, like back in time or whatever, and altering history. That's like a big concern people have. People are going a little nuts over that. But you know, like we'll see what happens, you know. We'll see if they actually, you know, like they do good with it. You know, like I don't want to see them fail. I want to see them do like really well with it. But you know, that's one of those things where we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see where they go with it. Honestly, I do not want them to fail. I want this game to be so good. Yeah, I'm hoping that they, you know, like really get into like further explanation with it, honestly.
Here at the UAC,
There's a couple of things that I need explained that I need to know about, you know.
artists only the best of the
But
best.
yeah, like I say, at the same time, I'm pretty confident
To become more than
that you know they'll do it, that they'll do a good job with it.
you meet the requirements for this year's Soul Harvest.
It's kind of scary at the same time. I want to play this game and I want to be blown away. Yeah, that's true. They did speak to the Animus user and not Bayek, which is the same kind of thing that they did with Desmond and Ezio. And, you know, like I had an appreciation for that. I actually enjoyed that because, you know, it brings a lot of those things full circle. The thing is, though, that, you know, when we get into Odyssey, what really what I can't wrap my mind around is the whole idea that you go into the game and, you know, like you're making the decisions and it actually affects what's going on in the game. You know, like that kind of thing is kind of weird because, you know, like history was already written, and what a lot of people have a problem with is that, oh my God, this changes history. You know, it may not. It may, you know, everybody might just be like panicking for nothing, you know? But like I say, I'm still going to give it a shot. I know people that really don't even want to bother, and I think those people are crazy. Yeah, a lot of things got changed around, you know, like it was kind of wild. Like, I remember, you know, like playing on Assassin's Creed Origins, and there were some things that really didn't make sense to me that I was just like, what the heck is going on here? I already got this gun, so I don't need it, I guess. I just really, I don't want people to feel like they should not give it a shot. You know, that's my thing. I think that if you're not going to give it a shot, you're actually really just hurting yourself. You're not, you know, like playing, you know, like the game and all because of like one thing. I think that that's just silly. Wow, this guy came running and everything. Look at this. Yeah, see, I agree with that. If they're trying something new, you know, I totally am on board with giving it a shot. Because you never know. You know, like Origins, like a lot of people were like upset about Origins. And look at how well Origins did. So many people like Origins. You can't approach things with ignorance. That's the problem, and a lot of people do that. A lot of people feel like, you know, well, no, it's not an Assassin's Creed game because it doesn't do this. It's not an Assassin's Creed game because it doesn't do that. Like one of the biggest gripes that I keep hearing is that it's not going to have the hidden blade. So people are like really losing their stuff that it's so different from what they're used to. And the thing is that, you know, like if we continue to go with what we're used to, you never evolve into something cool. Yeah, see, that's a good example. Lara Croft is changed around a lot, and honestly, even Lara Croft, like a lot of people were like upset with like a lot of the stuff that they changed with her and everything. And I didn't see a reason why. I didn't see, like why people should be so mad about this. When you make a change like that, um, you're first of all, you have to make some change. You have to have some sort of change. You can't just stay the path that you were staying like the whole entire time. Every series, in order to like really evolve, it really has to have like some things get altered. Now, it's not always a swing out of the park. Sometimes, like you around and it was for the worse. Like the controls in the original Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 had the same controls. When they got to 3, they changed it around. A lot of people didn't like the changed the change in controls. They thought it was stupid. They thought it was difficult. What's going on, RS? How are you doing, buddy? But in any series really should change. I mean, I don't know if they should change as dramatically as Assassin's Creed is doing, but... And a lot of people are really comparing it to The Witcher. A lot of people are saying, like it's becoming The Witcher. Which, in a way, it kind of is following that path. But at the same time, as long as they don't, like, completely do what The Witcher is doing, it should be fine. Well, it's not the question of whether The Witcher was great or not. The question that people are coming up with is, is it imitating The Witcher too much? Is it basically becoming The Witcher? Is it taking the idea of their IP? Yeah, The Witcher, everybody who played The Witcher, at least that I know, people who played The Witcher enjoyed The Witcher. But the thing is that some people are actually worried that the game is going to become like The Witcher. And, not in a negative way, but, Assassin's Creed is gonna lose all originality and become a game that just imitates other games. Me absolutely nuts. Holy cow, this dude's an entire robot. Look at this.
Seems to agree with you. I will unlock the remaining Argent cells within the facility for you. Vega, give him what he wants.
61,337 UAC members deceased. 81% of the facility is on lockdown. Demonic presence through the Mars installation is critical. According to the records, Dr. Hayden, the invasion originated in the Lazarus facility. It seems that a hell wave was activated, transforming 64% of all UAC employees into the creatures you see roaming throughout the facility. The rest were killed by the demons released from their holding cells by Olivia Pierce.
I feel I should apologize.
Oh, that's weird.
Some of my employees took things too far. Olivia was the cause of all this, and I believe you will have to deal with her in time. You may not agree with our research, but know this. We exploited Hell and its resources because it was in mankind's best interest to do so. What you now see in this facility is the cost of progress. But none of that matters now.
There is an emergency in the foundry. The regulators have been destroyed and the core temperatures are now destabilizing.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound good.
Overrun the adjacent facility. If the venting turbines aren't re-engaged, neither of us will survive the meltdown.
This guy's a robot. How is he not surviving a meltdown? Alright, and I found everything again, it looks like. Yeah, I might play some AC2 at some point. There's a lot of different history with Assassin's Creed, and yeah, there is, you know, like all of it is steeped in fantasy and history at the same time. But some of the problems that some people have is that you know, like you're altering history almost.
By measuring your combat effectiveness, I have added a tracker to your helmet's display.
Ooh, I got a tracker.
The facility will not allow you access to the turbine room unless the demonic threat level is brought down inside the foundry. Our security systems cannot be overridden.
Gotta jump. I don't know why I do that. Every time I play a game like this, I'll always like walk backwards before I jump. Even though it's pretty much the same distance. Yeah, people, you know, sometimes they get to a point where they're like afraid of change, and you know, they don't want to see things differently than they once had. And I think that, you know, that's kind of like the wrong way to go about this kind of stuff, because you end up missing like a lot, you know, you end up missing all kinds of things. If you're actually afraid of change, you're really, you know, you're going to be playing the same game over and over. I don't know why people dislike the combat systems. I think the combat systems are fine.
Gas leak detected.
I think people get too ridiculous over like certain things. It gets like really crazy. Yeah, Origins was fine. the gameplay, like it was a little bit harder, but I don't think that it was over the top. Especially like what do you call it, in certain things that went down. Like I don't think it was over the top. I think that it was fine. I think that there were no problems with the game itself. It was pretty clean. The only thing I really didn't like too much was maybe the fact that you could climb over anything. The ability to just constantly climb and whatnot, that was like a little bit extreme. I would have liked to have a little more challenge in the climbing, especially like when I go back to like other games and stuff like that, and when I go to the older games, I find it hard to play. Because I'm so used to the other, like the way that I was doing whatever. The way that I was playing. Yeah, the controls were simple. They were very simplistic back then. And I think that's what people missed, because they felt like, they got comfortable, it was easy, and they wanted to stay with that.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Yeah, I thought Tomb Raider was excellent. I really did. And when they rebooted Tomb Raider, I didn't have a problem with the reboot either. I thought the reboot was great. Yeah, I really had fun with it, honestly. I don't think they could have changed it any to make it any better than it was. It was really good. I know some people were not happy with like the multiplayer, but multiplayer is whatever. I could take or leave multiplayer. I'm not a big multiplayer person myself. Depends on the game. Sometimes like certain multiplayers I'll play because they're really functional and good. Some multiplayers I just won't play just because either the community is toxic, or I just don't really like the gameplay to begin with, and playing a multiplayer of the same gameplay is just it's really taxing. This guy looks like Destro from G.I. Joe. So what do I do here? Yeah, there are a couple of good ones like that. There are a couple of like really crazy and insane games that follow that path, which are kind of awesome. There was one game I used to play on the, I want to say it was the Nintendo GameCube. And it was called, I think it was called Eternal Darkness. And it was like Requiem of Insanity or something. And that game was so crazy. Like, you would be playing the game in the middle of the game, you just start wigging out. Your character starts bugging out, losing her mind. And it was like real innovative. Like, it's something like I've never played in a game before, where like you had a sanity meter, and the crazier you went, like the more that happened to the system. Like you would be playing the game, and then all of a sudden, you know, like I remember there was a fly on the screen, and when I swatted the fly, it actually wasn't on the screen; it was in the game. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then there was one time where it actually faked me out. It acted like the like if the GameCube melted. It said critical failure and all this thing, and I was like, what happened to my game? Like, I thought that was actually pretty funny. They messed with me so bad in that game.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Blew those guys to smithereens. Oof. Yeah, this is what I like to see. I like to see action. Although I do really appreciate when it's kind of quiet, when I'm able to do certain things. When I'm able to wander and whatnot. Ooh, what's this? It's another one of those thingies. Sweet, I'm powered up. We will put this to armor, why not? I actually really enjoy how many throwbacks to movies and pop culture this game has. Like when you die in the lava and you do the thumbs up like the Terminator. That's hilarious.
Remember, the Blind Council is always watching.
Huh. I have no keys for any of this stuff. Yeah, it pretty much is old school. It's pretty much you know, the same 1990s style of gameplay. They just beefed it up with the ability to, like, you know, beat the living snot out of everything. Whoa! Jump pad. I've never seen that before. That was pretty interesting. Alright, so pretty much I can't go through any of these doors here. Who's shooting at me? Yeah, this you could never do in the original Doom games, and it's just awesome that you could do it now. Like, this game really has come a long way since, like, the 1990s.
DC's mission on Mars is the foundation to our success.
Oh, snap! I forgot about these guys. Brutal. This guy throw himself? I also like the music in this game, I'm not gonna lie, this music is actually pretty cool. I keep collecting all these points and I'm not putting them towards anything. That's not good. Oh, wow. Major trip. Let me see if I could put any points in anything. I probably could. There we go. Very nice. There we go. Use some of those points. Put them towards some good. Yeah, while I'm playing this, I have access to some of my other videos, and some people, like I put up that Leonidas might be playable because we found his voice actor. He's actually got a voice actor, and as far as I know, that should mean that he has some kind of role in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But some people are skeptical. Some people really feel like, you know, they doubt we're going to see him. I would like to not only see him, I would like to play as him, honestly. I think that would be a little bit of fun. All these dead people just roaming around these holes and stuff. What's wrong with y'all? Ultra violence. Let me not touch that damn thing there. Might hurt myself. Man, I'm brutal. Just wrecking these people. Oh, what's that over there? I'm gonna find out. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna battle this thing over here. Oh, this is going to be a mess. snap off your arm. Starting to get into newer enemies, stronger enemies. That dude just jump in the fire. There we go.
Demonic threat reduced by 25%.
Only 25%? Only 25%? Well, that didn't do much at all. I actually like the landscape there. That's kind of cool. Realistically, if I was standing this close to lava, I'd be melted. Low ammo, that means I might have to switch it out. Okay, can't jump up there. Let's see where else we could go. That doesn't look too happy. That looks like where I just came from when I jumped out over there. Alright, we might have to go this way. With all this mess. And muck and blood and guts. Still can't use the door. To jump up through all this stuff. Alright everyone, well that's all the time I have for now. Thank you for joining me and watching me play the game. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoy this video after we're done and it's fully uploaded to YouTube. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And just drop in the comments below. What do you think of this game? What do you think of Doom? What do you think of a Doom movie? What do you think of a Doom movie with a Doom gal instead of a Doom guy? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching.